Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Abba Geebz here, and I'm back in the saddle again giving some more lessons. We're going to do kind of a workout of changing chords, because as we start to make our chords, the next thing that's the obvious challenge as a beginner is going from one chord to another. So I decided to use the song Three Blind Mice, and it goes like this. And we're going to use the chords C and G. I'm going to do it first, then we're going to go back to some fingering tricks so that you can make your chord changes easy. Ready? It starts on C, and then it goes to G. But you don't have to play along. I'm just doing this first just to show you. Ready? Three blind mice, three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with their cleaving knives. Have you ever seen anything so unreal? But three blind mice, three blind mice. Okay, I made a slight adjustment on the lyrics there. So now let's take a closer look at the chords and some of the tricks that you could use to make that chord change. And obviously, you're going to do it a little slower, okay? So the very first chord that we do is a C chord. We all know the C chord. That's using the ring finger of your left hand on the 3rd fret, pressing lightly, but enough to hear that note. Okay, that's C. And the next chord is a G. Now, one of the challenges as a beginner is that, you know, it takes just about enough as you got out there to put your fingers in the right places when you're learning new chords. And a lot of times when you learn new songs, the strumming patterns allow you to be comfortable with the chord shape that you're in. So in this case, if I was to use C and G, most beginner songs might have this kind of a strumming pattern. So that gives you a little time to settle into the chords, right? But Three Blind Mice is... So you got to move a little faster. So what we do is that if you notice I have very quiet hands, but you as a beginner are probably going to do something like this. First you got your C, and then you're going to struggle a little bit. Excuse me, you're going to struggle a little bit to get to your G. Your fingers might come out to here, you've got to look down, you're like... And you can even make the faces until you get that shape. But if you notice, and I'm sorry about this camera, I had to use a wonky camera until my other one's fixed. Notice how my fingers are clustered close. And I'm not out and about like this. I'm not going like this. That's normal if you're a beginner. That's a habit I want you to break though. Keep those hands, keep your fingers clustered closely to each other. It's a lot of work, and we call this quiet hands. But if you notice my fingers are close, even in the G chord, in the C chord, even though that's the only note I'm pressing, notice how my hands are always kind of close to the neck? That's because I want to be ready for my next move, which is going to be soft. You see that? Now that's going to take some time for you to get that. But if you get Three Blind Mice wired, and you also have that, keep practicing that because it's muscle memory. And before you know it, Three Blind Mice will lead into other songs where you'll be able to go all kinds of other stuff. Anyhow, so that's Three Blind Mice. Try it very slow. Let's do it one more time, and let's do it real slow. Okay? Three blind mice, three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a cleaving knife. Ouch. Have you ever seen anything so out of sight as three blind mice? Three blind mice. Yes, I made up my own lyric there because I wanted to. Feel sorry for those mice. They got no tails. Anyhow, so practice that. Practice, 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 practice. Get that into your muscle memory, and we'll get into another chord change practice. Okay, aloha.